Hello, scholars. My name is Miss Little, and I'm so excited to be back teaching art. I can't wait to get to meet you all next week. I just wanted to pop in and give y'all some tips for how we are going to get started next week. So when you come into art next week, you're going to come in and on mute. And here are the supplies that you will be needing right here. Let's go over this real quick. You will need to bring paper, pencil, markers, crayons, an eraser, scissors, glue, your dry erase board with your marker. And this will be what you need to bring to art class every single time you come. You just need to have it all close where you can grab it if you need it. We won't use everything every time, but as long as it's within reach, then you won't have to get up in this part of the instruction. Okay. The next thing that we're going to do after you come in to art class, you are going to be on mute, of course, like we already discussed, and you'll have your dry erase board and your marker, and I will have a prompt for you. Okay, this one says, draw a friendly monster with 3 heads, 14 eyes, 8 arms, and 1 mouth. And so what you're going to do is you're going to come in, you're going to draw this silly, funny, serious, however you want to draw it. And then we will, once class starts, all go into breakout rooms and you will show each other your drawings and have a good laugh. We will come back in now that you're warmed up and you're ready to take some risks in creating, and we will start our actual lesson. So I'm going to kind of show you what that looks like today. Your actual lesson, I will usually have some examples. And so I've got these examples here, and sometimes I will read a book. So today, I've got some examples that my youngest daughter drew. So this is our family. She drew this when she was young. She's 13 now, so you can tell that this paper is kind of old. But the reason I still have it is because it meant a lot to me. This picture captured a period of time in our family, and I never want to forget it. This last Christmas, my niece came over and she drew this picture of everybody that came to our house. And I've had this on my refrigerator ever since because this also captured a moment in time for us and just showed our family together. So these 2 pieces of art are powerful to me. They mean something to me. And they cause me to remember what happened that day. And so we're going to talk about creating a piece of art today, just that same way and for the same reason. And we are going to look at this book, and it is called The Shape of My Heart. And you'll notice that there's this heart, and it has lots of different pictures of all kinds of things. And they're brightly colored, and they're kind of close together. And it just looks really fun to me. So we're going to read this book together, and then we're going to talk about our project that we're going to start. The Shape of My Heart. This is the shape that we are, the shape of you and me. While I'm reading this book, I want you to think about what is your favorite. Okay, as we go through the pictures, I want you to think about what they draw, what the author and the illustrator draws, and then I want you, let's see, this is illustrated by Alice Patterson, so it's not the same author and illustrator. So this illustrator drew these pictures because she imagined what the author was writing, which is really cool. And I want you to pick your own favorites, what you would draw if you were the illustrator. Okay? This is the shape of our eyes, and these are the shapes we might see. So you'll see on this picture in this book, a fish tank and a delicious plate of breakfast and some fruit and a dessert. Cactus over here, balloon, dinosaur. Maybe this person likes to do crafts with yarn or bake cupcakes or grow flowers. Can you see the flowers down here? Interesting. I wonder what you would like. This is the shape of the sun coming up to brighten our day. And I love these pictures because they have bright colors. I'm going to show you. Bright colors. And look how it takes up the whole page. So it goes all the way from the bottom of the page to the sides of the page, all the way to the edge, to the top. Love it. Lots of colors. And these are the shapes that chirp and tweet. So lots of different types of birds and buildings. Let's see if I can get this on here. Yeah. And the sun. I like how this artist drew the sun with all these rings around it and then the triangles coming off. I think that's a cool way to draw a sun. I bet you could draw a sun like that, or you could imagine your own type of sun. Ooh, look what a fun, cool page this is. It says, this is the shape of our mouth. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, and hello. Now, what would you like to eat? So we talk with our mouth and we eat with our mouth. I think that's interesting. Mouth is a very, very handy thing to have, actually. Okay, so here's some different things. What would be your favorite thing to eat? That's your thinking question right now. If you could draw anything that you want to eat, what would it be? This person, this artist drew strawberries, cheese, lollipops, carrots, popsicles, and this just says something hot. Interesting. This is the shape of my shoes. Have you ever had a pair of favorite shoes? Because I have. I would like to draw those shoes. And this is the shape of your feet. Feet are also very handy, awesome things to have. Ooh, look at these cars. And these are shapes that pass us by on a noisy, busy street. And these words here tell us what the cars sound like. It says vroom, vroom, beep, beep, vroom, beep, chug. Lots of things. And you can see there's a helicopter up here and it says whir. When a word sounds like the name that it is, it's called an onomatopoeia. This is the shape of my hand, the hand that you hold on to. Where are we going and what will we see? So you know what I like about this is they drew the hands and they overlap and make different colors as they cross, which I think is pretty cool. And I also like the textures of the hand. It looks like it would feel different. And look, this hand is small, but this yellow hand is pretty big. And do you see how all the colors are different and work together? That's super fun. Oh, and this hand, you see the yellow, scoot this over, and the blue, when they cross, they make green. We'll talk about that later. Let's look at the shapes at the zoo. So this artist looks like, and this author looks like they had some favorite animals. I wonder if you have any favorite animals. Are you thinking about what your favorite animals would be? We already thought about our favorite foods. Now we're doing favorite animals. Lots of fun animals on this page. I think the octopus has become one of my favorite animals. They're very interesting. This is the shape I hear you with. Can you see it? Right here. Let's be on our way. I like how the stripes and the flowers go together. I wish y'all were here with me so we could talk about it. And this is the shape we come back to at the very end of the day. What shape is this? Do you have a home that you come home to at the end of the day? This is the shape of their house. This is the shape of the pillow where you lay your sleepy head. And this is the shape of the toy that you cuddle up with in bed. And this blanket looks very cozy. I like to feel cozy. This is the shape of the moon, and these are the shapes of the stars. And this is the shape I love you with. This is the shape of my heart. Now I'm going to stay on this page for a second because this is going to be our project that we get to do together. You're going to do it at home. I'm going to show you how first. And then when we come back together for our very first class, you're going to bring your project with you, and we're going to go into breakout rooms and show each other our projects and get to see what we have in our hearts as our favorite things. So you'll see the house that they come home to, the hands that they hold. There's the moon you remember talking about. I bet there's some favorite foods in here. Let's see if you can see. Are there any favorite foods mixed up in here? Oh, I see 1, 2, 3. What about favorite animals? Do you see any favorite animals in this picture? I see quite a few. I see an alligator and a seal. Lots of them, actually. I bet this person really liked dinosaurs. That's pretty fun. Flowers. Okay, so I'm going to show you how we're going to do this project. Remember we talked about how important these kind of projects are. So this project is going to show a period of time in your life, and it's going to be able to show you 5 or 10 years from now what you really loved and what you really thought about when you were the age that you are right now. It's going to be very special, and you want to keep it forever. And maybe your mom or dad will want to hang it in their house, just like I hung this paper. Mom, dad, family, grandparents, whoever takes care of you, maybe they would hang it in your house or in their house. Okay, so this is how we're going to start. You are going to start by drawing a picture of a heart. Now, I have a special trick for hearts. And I'm going to pause the video for a second because I need to get my scissors to show you. I think I have them somewhere. They were actually completely right here the whole time. There we are. Okay, so I drew a heart right here, and you can draw a heart if you want to. But you can also fold your paper in half. I'm going to fold it in half like this. Okay. And you can draw, make sure that the crease is on this side. And if you need to go back and play this video over again to get the directions again, that's okay. So the crease is here. The paper opens on this side. If you draw it over here, then you're going to draw 2 hearts or 2 halves of a heart. They're not going to stick together. So you have to draw it on this side. And if you cut along the line that you draw, like this, you will have a symmetrical heart. That means it'll be the same on both sides. Let's see if I drew mine symmetrical to start with. Oh, pretty close. I just need to trim this off. I'm just going to make it a little bit shorter on this side. Okay. So there's my trash. We always throw that away when we're done with our class. Okay, so here's my heart. And I'm going to use a piece of scratch paper to brainstorm some ideas. And if you don't know what a brainstorm is, it's just where your brain thinks of a lot of things as fast as it can, and it feels like a storm, like when rain clouds are coming and all the rain's coming down. It's just like all the ideas are just pouring out of your head. That's what a brainstorm is like. And so I'm going to think of my favorite things. I'm going to put my favorite things right here on this paper. Favorite things. I'm going to think of my favorite food. I love pizza. But that's not the only food I love. I have some desserts that I love too. I love ice cream. I love cheese. I love sweet tea. It's like one of my favorites. Okay, and so I'm going to leave that there. So these are some favorite foods. Some favorite animals that I have are dogs. I have pet dogs, and they're pretty cute. They can be trouble sometimes, you know. I also love rabbits, and we have some rabbits. And if y'all do a great job, I'll show you our baby bunny. Oh, it's so cute. So I like dogs and rabbits, and I also like ocean animals. Like I said earlier, I like the octopus. I think they're really cool. And I think when you say more than one octopus, it becomes octopi. I'll have to check on that. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, so that's 3 animals. I could think of some more, I bet. I also love owls. I think that they look cool, and they can turn their heads all the way around. And you know what? Llamas are pretty fun. Okay, that's good for animals. So I'm just going to put foods here, animals. Okay, and let's see. What else is my favorite? My home. I love my home. I love my kids. Put them on there. Some other family members I can put. Family and friends. So I have a sister. I'm going to put her name on here. I'm just brainstorming. I'm just letting my brain drop out all the ideas of all my favorite things. I love to go hiking outside. So maybe I could draw. Hiking might be hard to draw, but I love to see the sunshine and the mountains when I hike. So I could do sunshine and mountains. Now, everybody is going to have their very own favorites. What we don't want is for your heart to look exactly like my heart. Now, you might have some of the favorites, but you are going to have different favorites than me, and you're going to have different favorites from the other people in our class. And that is what's going to make our hearts and our art so beautiful and unique. If they all look the same, it would be boring. So I want you to think of what is your favorite color. You can put your favorite color in there. And there's not a rule. There's not a rule that you have to have so many things. There's not a rule that you have to have certain things. Like maybe music is your favorite. We can put music on here. Or art. I love art. Or maybe you have a favorite sport. Like football, basketball, volleyball, cheerleading, any of those kind of things. Maybe you have a favorite vacation place. So I'm just writing all these things down. And of course, you can go back and watch this video again, rewind it if you want to. So I'm just like writing down ideas. This is exactly what it would look like at my house if I was going to be making a list. Then I'm going to take my ideas and draw them with my pencil first on my heart. But I'm going to try to draw them very simple, not very complicated with lots of details. So if I wanted to draw pizza, I'm going to draw a triangle with a crust and maybe some pepperonis on it. Okay, and for ice cream, I think I'm going to put ice cream over here. I'm going to do my ice cream like this. For cheese, cheese is like a triangle. And I could put holes in it. That'll make it look like cheese. And if I wanted to do sweet tea, maybe I could do a pitcher of sweet tea like this. And I love dogs, so I could put a dog's face here. And you can draw your things exactly however you want to draw them. So there's my dog. Ooh, I'll put an octopus up here. They have curly arms. This will be fun. So I did 4, but an octopus has 8. So I need to do one in between. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then eyes. Okay, and I love music, so I'm going to draw a music note. And I love art, so maybe I'm going to draw a paintbrush or a paint palette. So here's my paintbrush. Here's my paint palette. It's like a circle with a hole in it for your thumb. And then you have your paint colors all around. Okay. My favorite sport is tennis. And did you know that my kids will not play it with me? They like volleyball and basketball instead. That's fine. They should be themselves. Okay, so now I need my kids. So I'm going to put my kids right in the middle because they have a very, very, very special place in my heart. 1, 2, 3 kids. So my oldest is a girl. And she has bangs. I'm going to draw her hair. And then she has pretty little eyes and a really big smile. You can draw yours however you would like. And then next is my son. Put his eyes like this. And then I have a daughter, but she doesn't have bangs. She just has long hair like this. And she has pretty eyes too. Whoa, that's a silly looking eye. Okay. Then, so my sister, I could put my sister over here. She's got long hair. She does not have bangs. Well, maybe she does. She changes her hair sometimes. So here's her eyes. Boy, I'm not making their eyes the same size, am I? That's okay. In art, you can always fix it. Okay, so far this is like a map in my heart. So I can find all the things that I love. I'm going to put my sunshine down here because I think it'd be cool for it to be poking up behind the bottom here. There's my sunshine. I don't think I'm going to draw my mountains, but I could put my favorite color in here somewhere. And I have more room. So if I wanted to brainstorm some more ideas, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could put some candy over here with my ice cream because I think that would be fun to have a sucker. And I only put one dog, but I also have a rabbit. I forgot about that. So I'm just going to draw the rabbit, and we're drawing things the best that we can. Oh, and rabbits have a little tail, little feet. Okay, and let me see how I did here. I didn't put any friends on here. I bet I should put some friends. I'm going to put all of my specials teachers' friends. So you have Coach and Miss Mann and Miss Gonzalez all right here. So I'm going to put Coach here. And I'm going to put Miss Gonzalez here. She has glasses, but it's hard to draw glasses this tiny. Okay, and I'm going to put Miss Mann right here. Okay, I have a little bit more space here. I think it would look good if I covered my space all up. Let me think. I sure do like drawing, so maybe I'll use a pencil. Oh, and you know what? I thought of something else. I love to read, so maybe I should put a book somewhere. I have a little bit of space, maybe right here. I could put a book. It's hard to draw a book, isn't it? Close enough. Okay, so far, this is what I have. And then I'm going to go back. And if you have markers, which you should from your school supplies, you can color it in with markers. If you have colored pencils, which you might have from school supplies, you can color it in with colored pencils. If you don't have markers or colored pencils, then you can just leave it like this. But I want you to try to find some supplies that you can color it with. You can use crayons. You could even do watercolor. If you wanted to color all these with crayons first, then you could put some watercolor over the top of it, and that'll look really, that'll look really cool too. So try all those things, and when you're finished with your pencil, on the back you need to write your name. So there's my name on the back. Okay, so let's pretend like I'm coloring this. I color it in. So I'm going to put my marker here. And you don't have to color things the exact color that you think they are in real life. You can color them whatever color you'd like, really. There's a music note. Let's see. I'm going to make this octopus pink. I think that would be fun. I might even give my octopus glasses. I think that would be cute. So you want to make your heart bright and colorful. Okay, and pretend like I've colored the whole thing. This heart is going to tell a story about me, and I can find my way around my heart with all the things that I love, just like a map. Okay, so you finish this, keep it safe, and bring it to the class that we have next. Okay, I'm going to review the things that we did. We brainstormed, so we brainstormed ideas. if we're in class together, I'm going to ask you these questions. But since I can't talk to you right now, or since you can't talk to me, then I'm just going to write these ideas down for you. I brainstormed ideas. I drew with pencil on my heart. I didn't draw with markers because if I drew with markers, then I wouldn't be able to erase. And see now, if I draw with markers, I can go back and erase my pencil lines, and all you'll be able to see is the marker. And that looks cool. Just draw gently with your pencil. If you press too hard, it won't erase very well. If I erase my octopus's lines, oh, I'll have to draw its face again. Okay, so draw with pencil, then color. You color it with whatever you want to color it with. Crayons, colored pencils, markers, watercolor. If you use markers and then use watercolor, the markers will run. So don't mix those two. Okay, so then you're going to color the heart. You're going to put your name on the back. Because if we come back to school, I want you to bring your stuff, bring your portfolio, and then we will be able to keep it all together there at school. Okay, I think that might be it. We brainstormed ideas, we drew with the pencil on your heart, we colored it, we put our name on it, and then you're going to keep this safe and bring this to our very first class. This is your assignment, and you're going to have the week to finish it. So should you try to do the whole project all at once right before our class? No. You are going to want to start step by step and spread it out over the week so that you have plenty of time to think. Miss Little thought about these things for a long time before I came in here and wrote them down. My brain needs lots of time to prep and to think. So whenever I did my brainstorm, my brain had already been thinking about those things for a while. So maybe the first day you can brainstorm your ideas. And then maybe the second day you can draw them with a pencil. And maybe the third day you can color them. And that way you will spread your work out so that it's not all too much at a time and you can be ready for the next class. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to review what we're going to do when you come in. You're going to come in on Zoom. You're going to do your drawing prompt. Let me make sure I have all these papers down. I have one somewhere. You're going to come in Zoom. You're going to do your drawing prompt. It's going to look something like this. And then we're going to share in breakout rooms. Okay? I hope that you were able to keep up today. If you weren't, you can go back and rewind the video and watch it at any time. Okay? And I can't wait to see you in our first class. Bye.